Okay, so what I'm going to go through next is a set of different really Copenhagen planks and different variations of those. Now the beauty of the Copenhagen plank is we're going to be working the obliques on one side, and then we're going to be working the adductor, so the groin area, on the opposing. Now in terms of regressions and progressions, typically a Copenhagen is performed on a bench, and I'm going to show you that variation first, and I'm going to work back through from progressions to all of the regressions. So first things first, we're thinking about in this setup that the elbow is positioned beneath the shoulder. That creates a nice stable position first and foremost. We're going to take the foot to the edge of the bench, and we're going to be thinking about driving this foot down into the bench, and then thinking about driving the hips towards the ceiling. So the position that we're going to end up in is going to look like this, and from here we're going to be thinking about keeping tension on the abs, keeping these glutes clamped, holding the opposing side just so that you're keeping a nice straight angle and holding that position like so. Now, what we obviously don't want to see when you're performing that movement is the hips falling down. So of course, if that movement is quite difficult for you to hold, there are a couple of regressions. One of those regressions would simply just be moving closer up to the bench. We would then get rid of this leg almost and just put it behind ourselves. But you can see, rather than placing the edge of my foot against the edge of the bench, I'm now placing the majority of my lower leg against it. And again, I could come up into this position, I could hold this position, again keeping tension through here, keeping my glutes clamped, holding that position through, like so. I can regress this even further, and I can potentially move onto the floor. So from this position, very, very similar, I'm going to think about driving my foot down. Again, same position that I adopted before, and I'm going to think about driving through and up. Again, tension through the glutes, tension through the abs. And from this position, I could even then lift that leg off the ground, again, just to make it that little bit more challenging. So there's a number of different Copenhagen plank variations. And again, it's just about choosing the one that is the right challenge for you at this moment in time and allows you to hold it for, let's say, anywhere between 30 to 90 seconds.